So this n8n workflow is so freaking cool because it automatically creates and styles your Google Docs. Now you might be thinking, well, hold on a second, like, can't you just easily do this from within n8n? And unfortunately, the answer is actually no. I had to learn that the hard way. So I built out an entire system that we're going to be going over in the next few minutes here on how you can essentially set this up. Now, let's talk about what this looks like first of all. Now, we can style it however we want using artificial intelligence. We can have headers, we can add in bold text or underline text, different colors. We can italicize things. We can add in images down here. We can do things like, for instance, changing the background or text color, or we can even add in tables with icons and even embed links in here for people to click on. So pretty much anything that you would essentially want to do inside Google Docs can be automatically done using artificial intelligence. And we're going to be building this out in this video today. Now, there's 3 things we're going over today. The first one is connecting in Google Docs. Okay, this is the first major thing that we have to talk about. The second thing is how can we actually style using AI this entire document? And then lastly, how can we insert that that styling into the document? Okay, so 3 steps. Now, the first one I'm going to breeze over here, which is how we can connect in Google Docs here. So if we enter in a credential and click a new credential here, it's going to ask for things like client ID and client secret. Now, I'm going to breeze over this because I've already created a video walking step by step through exactly how to do this. There's not a single button click that I didn't miss. And so I'm going to redirect you over there in the description and in the link above in this video if you guys want to go ahead and do this, because it's just going to be very straightforward on how to set that up. And then you can return back once you've gone ahead and done so. For the rest of you, I'm going to assume you've already connected this in. This is not an absolute mandatory step. This is only if you want to create like dynamic Google Docs. When I mean dynamic Google Docs is like we can manually change one at a time, but if we want to always create new documents and then at any given time, then we're going to want to add this in. Cool. Next thing that I want to talk about here is how we can actually create these documents from n8n. Cool. So we're going to start fresh here. I'm going to go to docs.google.com and I'm going to create a new document here, and we're going to call this test styler. Okay, or whatever it is that you want to name it. Now, I've actually gone through and created a document here walking through every single button click. So we're going to follow this line by line. The first thing that we need to do is head over to extensions, and we need to go to app script. Okay, and we're going to delete everything that we see right here, and we're going to paste in the particular app script that I have at the bottom of this document. This is going to be down below for free, as well as the blueprint. If you guys haven't done so already, please go ahead and download that and then follow along with me here. So I'm going to paste this in. This looks incredibly scary, incredibly complicated. It's not all that scary. You don't have to change anything here. All you have to do is click save. What this does, what this app script does, is it converts HTML into a Word document. So we can see how this is all styled here. This is all actually HTML. So if we look at the output here, this is kind of what it looks like. And we're just converting HTML into this Google Doc. And how we do that is through the process of this particular app script right here. Once we've saved it, we're good to go. Now, the next thing that we can do here is we're going to add something called a service in here. So where it says services here, after we saved, we're going to hit the plus button, and I'm going to search for Drive API. Okay. And we're going to select this and click add. And once this has gone ahead and been added into our particular document, then we can just deploy in. It's as simple as that. We're pretty much done. So I'm going to select new deployment up top here, and we're going to hit this settings button here, and we're going to choose web app. Okay, we can name this whatever it is that we want. I'm going to go ahead and name this Google Doc Styler here. Okay, we'll leave the execution as yourself, and then just make sure to change who has access to it as anyone. This is really important because we're going to be creating these from n8n. And so we need anyone to have access to this so that n8n can go ahead and build this on our behalf. We'll click deploy, and then we need to grant authorization here. So we're going to log into our Google account. Just make sure that the Google account you're logging into is the same one that actually created this app script here. And we'll go ahead and click advanced here. Now, this is just saying, hey, you're not a verified Google app developer. So we're going to throw this warning up. And I haven't gone through the process of becoming a verified app developer. I'm sure you haven't either. So it's just always going to say that error. So we'll go ahead and click allow. And now what this does is it allows us to generate documents programmatically from n8n, specifically using this URL. So just make sure to copy this. Cool. So that's the first part. The second part is we have to actually go into this document and create this HTTP request to send information over to the Google app script. Now, just before we create that, I just want to kind of walk through what's going on here. We have a couple nodes. First one is we're creating a new document, something like this, so that every single time we go through this workflow, we're always creating a new document. And the second part of this workflow is to create that blog post. I'm just saying something like, hey, create a demo blog post on getting started with n8n, just as an example here. Okay, you can create a blog post, you could create whatever type of content you want here to be able to be created in Google Docs. And then lastly, we have this step here, which is the third part that we're going to be going over today, which is styling our Google document. Okay, and so that is where all the magic happens there. So in order for us to send this over, we're going to type in HTTP request, and we need to configure this properly. I've also gone ahead and I've added this in our document here so that you can literally go through this step by step. But in a nutshell, we need to choose post. Post is a method. What it means is we're going to create something. So we're going to create a document, whereas get is retrieve a document. We want to find a document or whatever. Put is update a document, and delete as well. It's delete. Cool. Then we need a URL. This is where we're sending the data to. We're sending it to this app script here. So we need to copy this particular link that we just created. If you guys lost this, you can just hit deploy again, go through the steps, and you'll get it back. We'll paste that in here. Cool. And we also need to send a body. And there's going to be three things. This is, by the way, going to be JSON. Using the fields below, we need to create three parameters here. Okay, parameter number one is going to be the document ID. So this is going to be the ID of the document that we actually want to create. So if we go into the document here that I just created, you have the ID after the d/ and before the /edit. We can copy this in here, and this is where we're like literally just going to dump that entire document. So all of this, okay, will now be dumped into this document because we added the ID there. And we could also programmatically do this. So if we wanted to programmatically create documents every single time and then create it and then add to it, we could also just do that by selecting the create document here and then entering in the ID by dragging this over here. Okay, and then we'd go ahead and we would delete this. Okay, but I'm just going to stick with this hard-coded value for now. And then we need to add in the next parameter here, which is mode is set to append. Okay, and what this means is that we're just adding to the end of the document. So if we were to add to this document here, everything that we'd add would be at the bottom here. Cool. And then lastly, the last thing that we need to do is we need to actually tell it what we're adding, which is HTML. And so this is where we're just adding like the style from Anthropic. But of course, if you guys are just walking through this and we want to just test something, I have this test code here that you can just literally add in there and it should work just as you're testing this out. Cool. So we'll go ahead, we'll execute this step. I'm going to take a look and see if it works properly here or if there's any mistakes. And it should dynamically appear right here. Sweet. So that is it. We have this document coming in. It's not perfect. You can see that, for example, this should not be like black text with a black background. And this is pretty normal. Like, I would recommend highly that you spend some time going through this, just making sure that all the notes or all the errors that you have, we're going to have to like incorporate this into the AI guidelines by telling it, hey, don't do these things or do these things. So this is very normal that you're going to encounter errors. Same kind of deal with this. Should be white text down here probably, and so on and so forth. I also have an error up here where it's like, hey, it's adding in something that it shouldn't add in. But you know, again, very normal. You're just going to have to guide AI on what to do and also what not to do. Now, the next and the last thing that I want to cover here is how we can style these blog posts. So in a nutshell, we're creating the blog post here. Okay, we get the output over here. And then in this Anthropic model, which I chose Anthropic just because I felt it was better than ChatGPT at providing a good output here. But essentially, we're passing in the document here, and we're also passing in any images. So if you want to add in images or the blog post, you can do that. Just keep in mind, if you need images but you don't actually pass in a URL, so let's say this is an incomplete URL, this is not going to work properly. It's going to throw an error if you're not actually passing in a proper URL. And then the last thing is we actually just need to style it. And so there's multiple components here. I'll walk through this really quickly, and you can alter this as you see fit. But in a nutshell, what we're saying is you're a document stylist, and your goal is to create beautiful HTML formatting that we can import into Google Docs. The most critical thing is that it has to be HTML. And then we're going to have a wrapper here across the whole document, and we're going to pass in a certain style. What a wrapper means is that, you know, the whole document from the very start all the way to the very end is going to have certain styling, okay? And that styling is going to have like maximum width, for example. So the width between here and here is going to be like 860 pixels. It's going to have a certain margin, background color, which FFFFF is a hexacode for white. You could change this to red, for example, and whatnot. So you can have generic styling across the whole doc. And then here's just some examples of the things in HTML you can add in here, like titles, headers, lists, tables, all of that kind of stuff that you can add in here. You could go ahead and delete this. I just put this in here just as an example to illustrate this in this demonstration. And then you can also put in all of your company styling here. So if you have certain colors you want to use, of course, you can put that in there. If you have certain typography and the way you want things to look, you can of course put that in there. Then if you have different elements like a table, for example, you could go ahead and you could tell it exactly how you want it to style. Again, these are things that you're going to have to update over time because, you know, as you're testing this out, not everything's going to be 100% perfect out of the box, but you know, given enough time, it should come up very well. Now, that is essentially it for the styling here. The last thing I just put here is just, again, it should be HTML. Cool. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found value in it. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also take a look at my school community where there's 3 transformations I take people on. The first is actually learning these tools so that you can improve your efficiency and win back your time. The second transformation is for those of you who have businesses. I help you automate up to 80% of your existing business using the exact blueprints that I use to scale to 7 figures and essentially replace myself from having to run the business. And then the last group of people are for those of you looking to create your own AI automation agencies. In the first month, they'll help you find and close and fulfill deals with a roadmap that's worked for me. And then also in the next 30 days, scale that AI automation agency up. So thanks guys so much for watching. Hope you found value in this. Blueprints are down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.